out, he introduced himself and asked for my number. He texted me that evening and we talked every day that week. He told me he was a project manager at an engineering firm, and by Wednesday he asked if we could see each other on Friday. I asked him what he would like to do, and he said I should come hang out at his place for hookah and cocktails. I informed him that I don't meet men at their homes until I'm more comfortable. He said he was harmless and to trust him. I was shopping at Whole Foods one Sunday when I saw a cute guy shopping as well. I didn't think he noticed me, but as I was walking out, he introduced himself and asked for my number. He texted me that evening and we talked every day that week. He told me he was a project manager at an engineering firm, and by Wednesday he asked if we could see each other on Friday. I asked him what he would like to do, and he said I should come hang out at his place for hookah and cocktails. I informed him that I don't meet men at their homes until I'm more comfortable. He said he was harmless and to trust him.
Yeah, I should gotta agree with this. He's telling the truth. Most of the times, anybody who says this, yo, you don't know them and you shouldn't trust them. They always have a hidden agenda, right?
Anyone that says they're harmless and to trust them definitely ain't harmless, and do not trust those niggas. I remained firm, and he said we can meet at a restaurant near his place for cocktails. Stand your ground. I like that. I Ubered to the restaurant since I knew I'd be drinking. I texted him when I was arriving, and he said, I'm having a few colleagues over and they haven't left yet, so come up to my place. The restaurant is at the bottom of my building.
Yeah, what a smooth tactic, eh? Smooth criminal. Yo, this guy, eh? Something tells me this guy does this on the daily, bro.
I'll buzz you up. I got off the elevator and saw him walking 3 people to the elevator. He greeted me and walked me into his apartment, and of course, no one else was there. He showed me around and offered me a drink. I watched him open the bottle of wine, and he poured it and handed a glass to me. I asked him what time he'd be ready to walk to the restaurant. He said he was a bit tired and asked if we could do hookah for a while. I said I was really hungry and I wanted to try the restaurant since I looked at the menu and it looked really good. He said he wanted to try another restaurant since he eats at the... Alright. So you tell her to come to your place, and you'll buzz her up because you have some colleagues over. She comes up and no one's at your house. But you say the restaurant's downstairs, so you're good. Then she says she wants to go eat, and you say, let's go to another restaurant.
Yo, that's hilarious. The fact that you even showed up at his place is just too funny.
Okay, let's keep reading. He said he wanted to try another restaurant since he eats at the original one a few times a week. Of course. We chose another restaurant and he drove us there. Once we arrived, he let me out so we could go park. I went to the bar and I sat down and ordered a cocktail while I perused the menu. After waiting about 10 minutes, I received a text from him saying he was too tired and he had... No. He didn't do you like that. Nah. After waiting about 10 minutes, I received a text message from him saying he was too tired and he had driven back home.
Damn. So he did her like this, eh? Drove her to the restaurant, ditched her there, went back home. While she's inside waiting for him to come. That's crazy, bro. Yo, why would he even do this? Why would he even bother driving her in the first place if he really didn't want to go?
He didn't do like that. No. He told me to order whatever I wanted, to send him the total when the check arrived, and he'd catch...
Plus, that doesn't even add up. Like, how could you be too tired? Could you be too tired to sit in a restaurant and eat, but you're not too tired to drive back home? Does that make sense? Like, you already arrived at the restaurant. I'm imagining driving back to your house is a lot more effort than if you had just gone in the restaurant and ate. I mean, it might just be me, but let me know.
Cash at me? I sent him an LOL text because fuck that. I decided to eat dinner since I was already there and ended up conversing with the guy sitting next to the bar. We hit it off as he graciously offered to pay for my dinner.
Wow, it must be nice to be a woman, eh? Like, you just show up. That's it. Literally, she was dropped at this restaurant, guy ditched her, and then all of a sudden she's like, you know what, I'm gonna capitalize on this. I'm gonna chit chat with a guy next to me. Ends up guy next to her, pays for her dinner. My goodness, eh?
I accepted his offer, thanked him, and we exchanged numbers. I then Ubered myself home. On the way home, I started receiving multiple text messages from the guy who had ditched me, stating I should learn to go with the flow, not be so high maintenance. Go with the flow? You just dropped off at a random restaurant and left, and then said cash at me. Don't worry, I got you. I sent him a few laughing emojis and told him to stop contacting me, and I deleted him from my phone. So you met a guy at Whole Foods, he invited you to his house, you said no, I don't want to go to your house. Stood firm on that. Then he says, you know what? Just come to my house real quick because the restaurant we're going to is downstairs. Then you say, alright. End up at his house anyway. Allow him to change the restaurant, drop you there, and leave you there? I don't know what is happening in the dating universe out there. But this is fucked up.
Yo, you know what it is though? This man had one thing in mind and one thing only. That's why he kept on insisting for her to come over. And she didn't want to, right? So he kept on forcing that, right? He even used the whole restaurant thing as a pretext, saying he has a restaurant underneath, or he has a restaurant on the first floor of his building, whatever. Dude was capping, you know what he wanted, right? Simply put, easy. He just wanted a quick mission. He wanted to accomplish that without putting any effort. That's what he wanted. She's smart for it. Actually, I'm gonna applaud her for this. She stood her ground.
Not everybody's meant to have a bad bitch. And I'm gonna explain it. When you get a bad bitch, like, you're supposed to just let it rock out. You gotta let your fine girl be fine. Them same pictures on the gram that you saw before to get her aren't gonna leave. So you just gotta let shorty be fine. Make sure she's solid, though. If she's solid, then you green. But you can't be no insecure nigga with a bad bitch. Like, you just gotta accept it. Like, niggas are calling my bitch bad every other day. Every comment I go to, let me eat your...
But what does he mean though? Like, not everybody's meant to have a bad... Like, what does that mean? Because it doesn't add up. Like, at the end of the day, I think you guys are just pedestalizing these bad bitches. Like, obviously she's bad, but like at the end of the day, she's still regular. She's not like an alien, bro, from outer space, alright? You guys gotta get this to your head. She's still a regular human being. Stop pedestalizing them. Another thing is, like, I think I would have understood it better if he said, like, not everybody can handle a bad. I'd be like, yeah, I'm down. I'm right there with you, right? Because like at the end of the day, you guys know these girls. I mean, they're too much of a headache, bro. Like a regular bad bitch is so much more headache compared to a regular girl. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact is, she gets a lot of attention, bro. I'm gonna tell you that. And I mean, like, girls do get attention, but she gets more than a regular woman's attention. And to make it worse, if she's on them social medias and stuff and always posting an influencer of some kind, you got it even way worse, you know? Because you're out there now, you're gonna be questioning things, you're gonna be out there checking who's liking her pictures, you're gonna be out there checking who's following her, you're gonna be in the back of your mind, you're gonna be assuming that some dude's trying to get her from you. Probably they are, and you're gonna be checking who's following her, who's on her DM. You're gonna be going crazy, bro. But that's what I mean. You guys gotta just treat it like they're just regular. It's nothing special. Because once you guys put a lot of emphasis on the fact that they're bad, that's when it comes down to bite you, right? Because you're gonna be paranoid. You're gonna be like just going crazy, losing your mind over this. But I gotta agree at the fact that when he said you just gotta let it ride out, that's how it should be. Do not make it more than what it should be, right? Because you see a lot of dudes out there, bro. They be like, all of a sudden, once they get a bad bitch, right? What they do is they stop hanging out with their friends. They stop doing what they like. They're always with them 24/7. It's like their whole life revolves around her. It's like, nah, you gotta still keep your life going the same way before you met her. You know what I'm saying? How you had it going, you gotta keep it like that, But a lot of men don't understand that.
So I just saw this woman sharing her dating experience, and I'm going to play a clip of that in just a minute, but let me give you guys a quick backstory. So this woman goes out on a date with this man. He lives an hour away. They end up going to lunch, something simple, basic conversation, that's fine. He calls her the next day and is like, I'd like to see you again. And she's like, okay, that's fine. So he drives again an hour out of the way to come to visit her, and he comes to her house. And she's like, you know what, there's a great event going on nearby that we should go to. I'll even buy the tickets. He's like, no, I don't really want to do that. I'll probably get over there way too late to do that. So anyway, he arrives at her house, and they're like sitting outside at first, and he's like, it's hot out here. So then he, she invites him in. He comes in and he immediately gets comfortable, puts his feet up on her coffee table, grabs a beer out of the fridge, and she's just like looking at him like, man, he got comfortable in my house quick. So she's like, trying to suggest different things they should do. And he keeps saying, no, I'm comfortable right here. Anyway, as a matter of fact, you're out of beer. And she's like, what? So child, she's like puttering around her house, folding laundry and all of this. She goes to her bathroom, her private bathroom in her house that she pays for. And this is what she finds.
I go in my ensuite, my bathroom in my private bedroom, and I notice there is a toothbrush and an extra bar of soap in my bathroom on the counter. So I said, is that yours? Knowing it was. And he said, oh yeah, he said, I was just going to stay. over. He says, long drive. I said, it's only an hour. It's not a long drive. Date number 2.
Can you imagine? This man done helped himself, got his raggedy bar of soap, and put his toothbrush next to hers on a second date, talking about, I'll just spend the night. Oh, no, you won't.
I'd had all the acting polite that I could take, and I just let him have it. I said, you're rude. You don't have any dating etiquette. You don't have any house manners.
And so the man says, I have a good job. And she says, look around. I have a good job too. This big house that you're sitting in, all these pretty things all around here, that's all me. So get out. The thing about it is, some of these men, they feel like they should get a return on their investment. That man took her to lunch the day before, and he thought that earned him a night's stay at this woman's house the very next day. This man with a good job felt like he needed to get more. Like he paid for more for that cheap lunch, that cheap, simple lunch. What makes you think you're going to just put your toothbrush in somebody's home? Like some of these, the audacity is so rich, it's so thick, it's potent. Like you can cut it with a knife. If I told you ladies once, I will tell you again, and I will tell you over and over and over again until you get it. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to make a man comfortable. As soon as you're uncomfortable, let it go. As soon as that man was acting like he didn't have anything planned on the second date, he just wanted to lay up in your house, soaking up your AC, playing on your TV all day, got his feet up on your coffee table and all that. As soon as she felt uncomfortable, she should have told him to leave. You know what? This isn't working out. But she waited until she couldn't take it anymore. That toothbrush and that bar of soap was a deal breaker. But ladies, don't feel like you have to be nice. As soon as you're uncomfortable, call it. You don't owe this man anything. He drove an hour there and he could drive an hour back. He's not spending the night at your house on no second date because he took you to lunch yesterday. Man, so what about that lunch? Give him his money back if that's what he needs, but don't let somebody just make you feel uncomfortable in your own home.
You know, like, dude literally brought toothbrush and a bar of soap. He didn't even ask her permission. Guy already came and made himself comfortable, bro. You know, drinking a beer, chilling, you know, like, matter of fact, I feel like he ain't even gonna leave this place anytime soon. You're gonna have to be calling, like, the police to evict him from your house. Seems like dude, they ain't got a place to stay. He gonna use you for free rent. That's hilarious.
Go ahead, tell me. Okay, guys. Sydney is sitting here. We're talking about this guy that Sydney used to date, went on one date with, and she's talking all about how cute and romantic the date was. What y'all do on the date?
It was so thoughtful. We went to dinner. We went got drinks. We came back to an apartment that he rented out. Did sip and paint. He bought his matching white t-shirt so that my clothes didn't get dirty. I'm telling her, I'm like, it was so cute, so thoughtful. I'm showing her pictures.
And I'm like, I have that photo. Like, I'm looking at this picture of Sydney in her white t-shirt doing sip and paint.
And she's like, I did the same thing with him.
We went on the same exact date.
He took us both. He did the same thing for both of us, and we're just putting it together.
We went on the exact same date. Probably like a month apart, like less than a month apart from each other.
We were both wearing white t-shirts. He
bought us both.
He both took film camera pictures of us and sent it to us like, oh, this was so cute. Memories.
She's
the exact same picture.
She's sitting there talking about, oh, he took the cutest film picture of me. And I'm thinking, I have a film picture from Peyton. It is the exact. I'm gonna overlay the pictures.
No, it's the exact same.
We have the exact same outfit on.
And you know who you are. And I think that, honestly, I applaud you because you're probably gonna see this. I applaud you. It was very thoughtful, but just know that we're putting it together.
We were literally sitting here talking about, we think so highly of this person. We had the best date of our life. He is such a good dater. We're both sitting here. It's the same person. But not only is it the same person, it's the same date.
The same person, the same date. He both got his white t-shirts, and we both took the same film picture. He probably both took it of us and was like, Oh, let's have a cute picture. Let's take a cute memory. The same. Let's overlay it.
We're gonna overlay it because
We're gonna overlay.
this was there is time between these two things. Okay, and he had the time to replicate the same exact date and to make us each feel like we had our
So special. I swear, I was on top of the world. I was like, this man.
I was like, I had never done something so thoughtful, so fun, so creative. He bought the canvases,
Yes.
bought the paint.
Bought the canvas, bought the paint, bought a t-shirt for us to change into because he didn't want our clothes to get dirty.
Sydney's sitting here talking about we have a cute film picture. I said,
She said, wait, I have a film picture. I said, oh, really, do you? Do you?
moral of the story.
If you see this, we actually do love you.
We do love you, but also
It's
like
just
men
funny.
are hilarious.
Don't
And-
date in New York. You're going to be dating the same person.
Yeah.
Someone.
Well, I might as well just date Sydney at this point.
Hey yo, this story is hilarious. First question I got is, how long have you guys been friends? And then followed by, when did this happen? Like, did you guys just met after you guys had already went on dates, or were you guys friends and you guys decided, you know, to go date separately and it turned out to be the same dude? Because if like you hadn't known each other before and then you met afterwards, then that makes it even more funny. But if you guys were friends before, then it shows you guys ain't tight like that. Because you guys were supposed to do your homework before even meeting this dude up, right? But what I find funny is like my guy came up with a system and he's just replicating it, copy pasting it on all these women, and it somehow is working because yo, they're enjoying the date. You can imagine how many white shirts he bought, how many canvases he has in the house, how many sets of paints are layered out there in some, you know, in some craft ass room. You know, guy's prepared, I ain't gonna lie, but he has like one system that he's not changing. And just the fact that you two found out, imagine how many more women are out there who are gonna find out, right? So it's probably a bunch of others, bro. Hundreds of women are gonna come forward now and say, oh yeah, I did too. I went on a date with him too, and I have this Polaroid and we painted as well. Yo, you guys gotta drop this guy's name, bro. We need to give him a salute. Guy came up with a smart ass system, bro. You know? Yeah, wow, this is actually new. And then you got like men's out here who are putting effort, who are, you know, taking all these women on different dates, you know, different women, different dates, spending so much money. Guy all had to do here was buy just, you know, some crafty stuff, some paint, a couple white t-shirts, Polaroid. He's good to go. That's it. The date's in his house and they're doing some little crafty ass painting thing, right? That's hilarious. But it's funny how you guys didn't really catch on to this up till this point. Like, how many years has it been since this happened? Like, since you guys went on that date? If it's been more than a couple of years, 2-3 years, imagine how many more women are out there, bro. I probably got a whole list of women, hundreds, with, you know, Polaroids and all them paintings and stuff like that, you know. And what's he doing with his? And what's he doing with them paintings? Is he just letting you take them home, or is he just putting them up? Maybe he's building a gallery. Who knows, right? Kind of like an art show kind of thing, you know. He's gonna have it on display. He's gonna be like, yeah, these are all from my private artists.
I remember the first time I met my wife, Lisa. I was sitting in a car. She just saw me straight away and just walked over to my car. And like, I was just like, holy shit, like this beautiful woman. She got in, she just got straight in the car, just looked at me and she went, taxi for Lisa.
Yeah, I have a feeling this woman knew exactly what she was doing, bro. Yeah. And it worked. I mean, I guess they're married, right? That's what he said, his wife. That's hilarious. I'm gonna steal that line, though. You know, I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna say, yo, taxi for EJ, what up? You guys think it's gonna work or what? Anyways, yo, that's the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. What you guys think about that whole story about the dude who dropped that chick at the restaurant and drove home while she's there waiting for him? That was mad funny. I can't really lie about that. I enjoyed that one. That was hilarious. And also my other favorite one was the dude that came up with the whole system. You know, he replicated and he has these women painting and stuff like that, all wearing white shirt and taking Polaroids. Yeah, I thought that was genius, bro. Just coming up with one system and copy and pasting it with different women. Damn, I didn't know it could work like that. That was mad clever. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. All right, peace.